On a day-to-day basis, we all interact with financial markets in various kinds, whether we're using our credit card, whether we're using our debit card issued by our bank, writing a check. We all use various instruments that financial markets create and/or buy insurance or other products financial markets offer to us. So at a basic level, all of us are consumers of financial market institutions, and everyone should understand what financial market institutions do and provide for consumers. And so we start by doing an in-depth analysis of how consumers make decisions under uncertainty. What we then do is apply all of this rich knowledge that builds, again, off of our economics training throughout our principles and intermediate courses to explain kind of the roles financial markets play and what data from financial markets can tell us about consumers. What we see is a lot of these roles come from the value added banks provide for consumers naturally exposes them to risk of collapse. Unfortunately, a lot of this risk of collapse seems to happen across a lot of banks at the same time within a given country or across multiple countries. And once we understand the trade-offs involved, that banks create value for consumers, but they also are subject to their own risks, then we can start understanding better how policies are and should be designed to manage these risks. We need to know wages in the current and future period. We need to know interest rates. I hope students walk away with a clear understanding of the roles financial markets play, both in their day-to-day lives and in the broader society. And I hope more than anything that they've learned another example of how to think about the trade-offs involved with particular economic policies or individual choices they're making in a much more complicated environment. Since the financial crisis, there's massive amounts of innovation going on in the financial market space. So I would also say innovators should really be interested in financial crises and risk. So we think about cryptocurrencies and how that's reshaping financial markets. We think about lots of other innovations in fintech. And if you want to understand kind of what are the roles that traditional financial institutions like banks play, and understand where there's space for innovation and interesting, exciting opportunities to create value for society, this is a course that you should be taking.